A big project's being announced in downtown Grand Rapids, and new at 6, we're asking whether we're any closer to having enough people living downtown to get a grocery store.
The project will be at the corner of Lyon and Ottawa, where there is currently a parking lot. It will have the law firm of Warner, Norcross and Judd as its main tenant when it opens in 2 to 3 years.
24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFerge is live tonight with how it will also create more living space. Joe.
Yeah, Brian and Sue, Warner, Norcross and Judd won't have far to move, really just across the street. The project would consist of 2 towers, 14 to 17 stories tall, on what's now the parking lot across from the courthouse.
What I see is a complementary use to the courthouse, to the city, the county building, the big Calder Plaza area, but just bringing some more life back a little bit north of Pearl, if you will.
This is the same location developers had planned to put a 25-story office tower in the early 2000s, but that plan fell through. Wheeler's confident that with a commitment from Warner, Norcross and Judd, this project will become a reality.
It's going to be a very, very exciting project for us.
The rest of the complex would house offices, apartments, condos, and retail space. Wheeler says the cost will likely come in somewhere north of $50 million. When tenants start moving in sometime in 2019, they'll be part of a continuing effort to bring more people downtown, and not just to work, but to live.
I think the supply is catching up with the demand, and that's a fine-tooth thing that we have to watch very carefully.
And another person watching that closely is Downtown Grand Rapids Inc. President and CEO Chris Larson, although he's a bit more optimistic.
I think the momentum is as much there as it's ever been.
One problem with the effort to bring more residents downtown: where do those residents go for services, essential and otherwise, like a grocery store, a pharmacy, or a movie theater? Larson says a grocery store chain needs to draw from a population of about 10,000 to make a go of it in an area like downtown. Existing and planned residential projects in downtown Grand Rapids would put the area at about the halfway point, about 5,000 residents in the near future. Larson predicts it'll take another 5 to 7 years before Grand Rapids reaches the 10,000 mark. But he says that's not a magic number.
It's not like as soon as that happens, a grocery store's going to pop up. It might happen sooner to that, based upon basically a retailer's confidence of the market to continue to develop.
And if all goes according to plan for the new project, they'll break ground in 2017. Live in Grand Rapids, Joe LaFerge, 24-Hour News 8.